Hold on, what question was in now?
That nigga over there growling and shit.
Something, I didn't know what was going on.
We come back in there.
We come back in this. So y'all don't chase bitches. It's too much, basically. What y'all saying?
No, I do. I think it's a certain level that you gotta have.
It's on you chase for so long,
and it depends on what the chase is.
Yeah, yeah.
If you feel like it's worthy, like if you feel like you actually got a shot to hit Halle Berry, you gonna chase that, no matter how long that shit takes.
I'm chasing Halle.
Plain and simple, but it might be
How
somebody
long
that's
you chasing
okay.
for?
Lifetime.
She said yes. See, somebody.
There's some girls I would chase.
So y'all, to the end of time. Chase me. Put a little speed behind your feet too, baby. I want to see some snow. Okay, come behind me, baby.
You want the road running?
Come fast too. Come fast too. So, why don't couples last after they have a baby? Leo.
I ain't got no kids.
Okay, fair. Okay.
I ain't got no opinion on that.
Eric. What you think?
Sometimes I feel like the relationship just probably moved too fast. Like y'all both didn't grow. Y'all both didn't get the experience what y'all need to experience in life.
As Cooler would say, y'all was just raw fucking.
Y'all was just raw fucking and it happened.
For a good time.
So you stepped up to be
Raw fucking raw for a good time.
You just stepped up. That's it. To be a father. Or a mother to that child.
Yeah, raw
it's like children hunting, they got no business fucking, so they probably didn't pop up when pop up pregnant. No business, don't even know you pregnant.
No
have a baby.
Either you should have wore a condom, she should have been on birth control, or you should have fucked it out.
It normally be just young folks though. All the old folks still be together.
Old young folks.
The new generation, we got that.
Well, you was a single father, so hell, we want to know from your experience. You young, hell, why the hell don't they like
how old you is? Well, I was 21 when I had my baby.
But I was what?
So yeah, I was definitely under 21 with both of ours. So when you get a pass?
No, you weren't.
No, I'm saying young folks. I was 21, so if I was old, like if I had a baby now, I'm probably gonna abuse it.
But you talk a lot. I hear you talk a lot about women and their baby daddy. So are you now saying that we get a pass for our baby daddies because we were young?
Yeah, I think you do.
So you saying she got one kid, you were dead? Cause at first you were saying you would never.
Yeah, one is my limit. I ain't dating more than one.
No, that one was he said.
That's I said one.
I think he said one.
One is my limit.
He said one.
Yeah, because if
he dated one with two with none.
Yeah, I want one with none. Well, but if I was having to
always
get one,
run into niggas with no kids and they love me. They be like,
for me it's one, especially if you got more than one baby daddy. Yeah, I don't know which one you fucking. You probably fucking one of them.
Hey man,
that's it.
You can't always assume the worst in everything.
Man, you got to, cause you be assuming these women faithful and they be fucking everybody.
But if you got, but they flip it. But if you
but
got
is
one
she
baby
in a
mama,
relationship though? Is you sure? Cause you say she
what
be
saying,
because you be saying black men don't cheat because they wasn't in a relationship.
Black men don't cheat.
So black women don't cheat. Am I technically with you? Did you tell me that we was in a relationship?
No, because women always paint the relationship. They always start a relationship. To be real with you, they always initiate a relationship. You might be in a relationship and don't even know you in a relationship as a man.
Yep.
That's why I say black men don't cheat.
But that's also y'all fault too.
It ain't all.
Anytime I've ever been in a relationship, oh God, in my experience, anytime I've ever been in a relationship, literally, all of my relationships have never come from a nigga sitting me down like, oh yeah, so we in a relationship, right? However, soon as another nigga hit my phone, or soon as I'm like, oh, you can't come over, it's, oh, bitch, what you doing? Well, wait a minute.
That's just a man's natural protective instinct, though. Just like it's y'all natural thing that.
It's my natural protective thing to be jealous. So tomato, motherfucker.
Yeah, but y'all put a title on that. You can be jealous and still don't have to put a title on it. Women put a title on it. Relationships.
But you break up with me because that's technically what you do when you stop fucking with me because I'm single goddamn fucking
Nah,
somebody
ain't
else,
no-
you gonna
at
stop
the end
fucking
of
with
that,
me.
ain't no title on that. We can stay up in the same room, still not have no title.
Oh, please. Oh,
Hey,
You
but
bullshit.
said it. We all
Bullshit,
agreed
Greg,
upon
I'm
it.
not bullshit,
I got a
bullshit,
question.
and that sounds like bullshit.
I got a question though. Y'all don't sometimes feel like that would be y'all fault too, cause y'all don't put all this game in this girl ear, right?
To get the pussy.
I'm saying,
Oh, my
but
God.
still, you
Grow
don't
up.
did that and you don't went
We
back.
just being
I'm
real. We're
talking
gonna keep it all
about-
the way
I'm
real.
just saying though, but you don't went back multiple times.
Cause
So
the
you
pussy was
was
good.
just-
For the
but you already
pussy?
don't-
But the
you
pussy
already
was
don't-
good.
I'm saying, but you already don't plan to
Maybe I can talk to you sometimes, too.
So I'm just saying.
That ain't
though,
my
so
fault.
That's y'all fault too.
That ain't our fault.
It's
You don't
your
know.
fault.
You're a whole
This all
human
you
being.
gotta
You
say.
already don't planting the seed.
This all you
No,
gotta
you're a
say.
whole
Kill all
human
that
being.
But I'm
shit.
saying that's what that woman intuition supposed to kick.
That's what I'm saying. You're a
You
whole
gotta-
human being.
you gotta
You're
be
supposed
fucking
to.
with this person
And as a
already
woman,
before
you're
all
supposed to
this
be smart
intuition
enough to
kick
know
in,
when there's some
bro.
bullshit.
This all you gotta say is kill all that shit.
For a
Hey.
woman intuition to kick in, you gotta already be fucking with that person, know that person, before her intuition.
That ain't
Yeah,
intuition
my-
then. That's actually
But you can't
seeing.
just, you
That's
just
judgment
can't be like,
then.
you just can't be like right off bat, like I just meet this girl and y'all fuck and months and months go by and then whatever. That shit ain't nothing. That's just piddle paddle. Y'all ain't got shit.
That's
Y'all really ain't got
judgment and
shit
patterns
going
that y'all
on.
realize. That ain't no women intuition. Y'all say women intuition. I just had a hunch. Some random shit like that.
That mean by saying you right now, she said no if you ain't shit.
Nah.
That's what they say. What's in women intuition? is.
What's the definition of intuition?
Anywho, so why don't couples stay together after they have a baby? Because I don't know where y'all was trying to take this to, but it was about to go into the ocean. Good day.
Oh, no, I mean,
It's on whoever wants to answer the question.
oh,
'Cause
man, it's on 3 single fathers.
You gotta top up, son.
There's on 3 single fathers in here, so I don't know if off my experience, just say shit, money, you young, and you thought you knew some shit, but you just
Kids with kids.
I think
You think they got
this
to do with
shit
it?
because it was before, well, not all the time, but like I was saying earlier, if I'm with you and you know we young and shit and we out here we fucking around, I fuck up around and get pregnant. Okay, cool. Yeah, we was having a little fun. I do expect you to take care of your child, but I can't be in no relationship with you no more because I gotta grow. I gotta change. I gotta make better decisions for the livelihood of the baby. I can't take care of all three of us. I mean, I could, but I'm not going to. So I think that they don't last because somebody gotta grow up. Somebody gotta grow up.
I feel like
So-
that's a lot of times your definition of growing up too.
Yeah.
You might have your own
Yeah.
definition of what that person feels like is growing up, and they may that but typically what it is.
Right. You
That
gotta
be the
see eye
problem.
to eye.
Somebody might feel like they
Communication
growing
is
up, but they
always-
really ain't.
Yes,
That be the main
communication is
problem.
always one of the biggest things. You gotta be able to communicate and talk. If you cannot communicate and talk, then you can have a baby by 1,000,000 motherfuckers and y'all still gonna break up after the millionth in one child because you gotta be able to communicate and talk about it.
And people gotta really talk. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You might
Yes.
just be talking just to get through the conversation because you don't want to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to building a relationship and making it actually grow and stick, and getting to know the person that you're gonna call your soulmate, you actually gotta open up and really tell people what you feel.
Because real adult conversations requires you to humble yourself.
Absolutely. You gotta accept your faults
It requires
and be
you to
able
humble yourself. It
Yeah.
requires you to goddamn really like be considerate because when you in a relationship or something or and it's in a
in a
relationship.
serious
In a
relationship. too,
serious
yeah.
relationship, you have to be willing to compromise and
Absolutely.
kind of meet at a middle ground because there's no way two people are gonna just always see eye to eye.
Exactly.
You gotta
Raised
be
two
able to
different
find a
ways,
middle
no
ground
matter
and
what.
communicate. If you cannot communicate, you gotta at least be able to be accountable in your faults. You feel what I'm saying? Like you gotta be able to check yourself. That way, when some shit do pop off, you can at least be real with yourself. Like, okay, so yeah, I probably did go a little too hard, and I probably was a little disrespectful, and that's not what I meant. And kind of help yourself through it, but you
And
gotta
with
be
accountability
accountable.
on that, like you just said.
Accountable.
If
is
you
key.
had that conversation before with yourself, and you feel like you having that conversation again, then you really need to check yourself. And like I keep
Exactly.
seeing this same pattern.
Mhm.
I got to grow up on my end and learn
Yep.
how to not communicate or what I think is communicate, talk like that way.
Right. I
So it's
agree.
about just growing up and communicating, realizing your patterns and faults, and
Cause don't nobody wanna be raising no baby with a baby.
absolutely.
Mhm.
And that's too much of that going on.
I
right
don't
now.
want no, and what I mean by that is the father would be the baby. You know what I'm
Take
saying?
care of all three.
Taking yeah, I don't have time for that. I'm not raising nobody's son. Grow up. You gonna take care of me. I'm not, yeah, this ain't my life. It's not the life. And so, Cootie stole my question on social media, y'all. Is this where you got it from? When they say her new nigga ain't her new nigga, you just never knew nigga, it overholding her new nigga. You just never knew nigga.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I get it now.
Yeah. And that's true. That's true.
That's why Cooley always say something about you can't trust women. Because of that right there.
Yeah.
But that's the same thing about men. But you gonna hit me with another line. What happened?
No, we meet a female like 3 years down the line and we just met her. And y'all slowly move.
But we meet dudes right then and just because I met okay, so I was in this little situation right, and me and the guy wasn't serious, or at least I didn't think we were serious. And probably I met somebody and we was talking and we started working towards something. But I backtracked and I let my phone hit.
Plane get lit again.
My old plane hit.
Yeah.
And then probably a couple weeks later I posted on Bob as my old man and shit, and he was like, "Oh damn, you got a boyfriend?" I'm like, "Yeah." He like, "Damn, you been fucking with a nigga." I'm like, "No, I just met him. Like, we just did, you feel what I'm saying?"
But you gotta think about that. You was just in your gut 2 weeks prior. You posted.
You
got to the stage where you posted another nigga.
I was single.
That make that statement
I
true.
was single then, but now I'm not single. 2 weeks we was working on it, bitch, and I was single.
2 weeks.
Now we not working no more. Yep, I'm in a relationship now. He posted. I love him.
That nigga be calling you 2 weeks after that, like, "Hey, so you still with old boy? Cause I'm trying to get that thing again."
No, I'm in a relationship now.
Damn.
I don't care if you hit me last night and I was single. If he called me today and say, "We gonna lock this shit up, we gonna make this shit official," then we official, bitch. You know
That's the point right
Hey,
there. The man said we were
what made you choose old boy over that other dude?
Because
circumstance.
shit, I don't know. I was probably bored.
What? That's how y'all move?
He probably bored me. Shit, that's how
So
I
you
moved
jumped
on
into a
about
whole
another
other
bitch.
relationship because he bored
Well,
you?
it wasn't a relationship. We working together.
Working
No,
together.
I went from a situationship to a relationship. It was an upgrade.
So you just like the old boy more.
So when women do it, it's called an upgrade, but when a man do it, it's called cheating.
How was I cheating? You just said he didn't establish a relationship.
You
so
said it was a situationship. You
it
put a
was,
title
so
on that.
if it was a situationship, that's not a relationship. That's not a committed relationship. So I can do whatever the fuck I damn well please.
You said a situationship. I'm just
A
gonna
situationship is still single. We just fucking. So I can do what I want to do. You can do what you want to do.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a situationship, which means if I hop in a relationship, it was an upgrade. You shouldn't feel no type of way, cause you didn't take me serious enough to put me in a relationship. You was on
That
a
don't mean he didn't
relationship.
take you serious enough. You probably had him feeling like he didn't need to take you serious enough.
Okay, regardless of what it is, this nigga decided to take me serious. Moving the fuck on.
That's true.
Moving on. Next upgrade. You feel me? Hell yeah, it was definitely an upgrade. I got a replay. Yeah, it was an upgrade. Vacations and jewelry. All kind of shit. Yeah, that was an upgrade.
Nigga seen that picture, lost his mind.
Definitely was an upgrade. Alright, y'all. So, tell me, we're going to share a flaw about each other. I'm going to start myself. Okay? Do y'all mind if I say that?
No, man.
Great, do you mind?
My God, do you think?
I have control issues. My flaw is I like to be in control. And what I mean by
I thought you
in
was
control.
going to say beat on me. I was going to say, please don't say that.
No, I like to be in control, and what I mean by being in control is I like to know everything. Like I like to be in control of everything. Like, yeah.
So let me ask you a question then. Are you like one of the women that like, if you know the nigga make X amount of money, you already pretty much spending his money before you get the paycheck?
No,
For the household?
But no. Okay, so that's a difficult question for me to answer because I've never really had a man to just come along and just take care of my house. I have always, in every situation I have ever been in, been a breadwinner for my household.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? That means if he lived with me, if I lived with him, I was the breadwinner in my household. You understand what I'm saying? So I can't speak on that.
Yeah, I understand that.
I don't know. I've always been the breadwinner, so yeah.
What about you, Evan?
I'm definitely a control freak though. I like to be in control of everything. I like to have my hands on everything, my nose in everything, and yeah, I have control issues. Yeah,
My flaw in the relationship. My flaw? I think I got a lot of them. My flaw. I don't know, bro. I say sometimes I can be controlling too at a certain point, but it gotta be brought to me first. But like, I really
You ain't perfect.
I know I'm not
We gonna
perfect.
come back to E.
I know I'm not perfect.
Leo, what's your flaw? We gonna come back to you because you gonna give us
Y'all
some.
probably can see my flaw. I'm extra nonchalant, so I don't talk about shit too much unless it's brought to me. Like, unless you want to talk about it, but I'm not gonna bring no issue to you. I'm real like this.
Laid back and chill.
So, what push your buttons though? Let me ask it because I know with people are nonchalant. I struggle with men who are nonchalant because I'm so
push.
responsive.
They push. They just don't mean I'm gonna react.
So how do I know your buttons are pushed though?
You can't because
You
they go
gotta
from
find a
zero
way.
to volatile real quick. That's why we practice peace almost in a sense.
I see my ex. I flashed out on her one time. We got into it one time, and she was leaving the house, going back to her mama's house or wherever she was going. And I was helping her move her shit out. We got to her car. I ain't had no car at the time, so I had some shit in her car. She threw my shit out. That's my thing. Don't touch my shit. Like, if you can't replace my shit, do not touch it.
Okay, so you helped her carry her things to the car.
That blew her.
And
I was helping her move her shit.
And she flung your shit. Let me ask you a question. Did you go back?
Huh?
Did you go back?
What you mean, y'all go back?
Yeah, well, did y'all get back together after that?
She didn't even leave that night. I yanked her up. And
Oh,
then,
she just wanted to be fucked on. It's crazy to me.
And then
So you had done all that work putting the shit in the car for nothing.
Yes.
Just to
Right
fuck your shit.
back in here.
So who brought it back in the house?
He did.
He did.
Of course.
Ooh, yeah.
He had done flashed out on it. He had to bring it back in because at that point he was all wrong and she was all right just because he flashed the fuck out.
Damn, bro. There's a lot of shit, a lot of clothes.
Suitcase of food. Not too much.
Okay, so you felt a low key, not too much. Wasn't no big move out. She didn't take the couch.
Right, it wasn't
That boy, you coming back, bro.
Channing.
The home shit.
Teddy. Teddy, tell us your flaw,
Who
Teddy.
is that?
Teddy likes to have his nipples licked. That's his flaw.
I have never admitted that on this show publicly. Okay.
Yes, you have.
You just did. Thank you for that. How about your
Um,
flaw though, Teddy?
don't know when to give up. Letting shit go.
Like, move the fuck on. Just try to hold on and
Yeah.
Hoping that someone gonna change and they're not.
Yeah.
They
I
see a
stay
motherfucker
longer
who
than
the fuck they is.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
I can see that. I believe, I stayed longer than was needed. He wanted just. I know he did that.
I ain't
again,
never
but-
seen that in a man before. I always
When you
been
love
saying.
someone, you love a motherfucker. You know what I
Have
mean?
you ever been cheated on this thing?
I'm just saying.
But women,
I'm just saying. I
No,
was
you
seen it in
don't.
women, but I haven't never seen it in a man. Like say, like I have stayed longer than I. You feel me?
Oh no,
Every
nigga
man-
not
no,
no.
nigga not leaving
No,
though.
I'm saying. I
Men
never seen-
definitely stay in relationships longer than they should.
Yeah, every
When
I
they
just
home.
feel like I'm saying.
You got that bit with it, bro.
When they home.
disrespectful as hell.
When they home. They ain't got nowhere to go, bitch.
I
Man,
had somewhere to go.
I'ma chill till April, bitch, when it get warm outside. Then me and my partner's gonna go out and I'm gonna crash on this couch
Hey,
a
that
couple
shit
nights
caught
a
me
week.
off guard. That ain't even-
Okay, that was
I almost nodded.
Niggas ain't really ever home.
I almost
Good
nodded.
nigga, you should better find somewhere to live
Hey,
in.
but she caught me with that one. That's really funny.
Eric, what's your flaw? You spray too much cologne for the ladies, huh?
Damn.
That's not a relationship, bro. That's just
He's saying in a relationship.
Y'all said in a relationship.
When he's in a relationship, he's definitely still.
Oh, well, let me stay in my lane.
Thank you.
Exactly, Teddy.
Nipple money.
Nip.
Hey,
What's up? Oh, you got that.
not in front of my friend, man. Not in front of my friend.
Oh, Leo's your friend. Oh, I thought it was my friend.
Damn.
I feel
But
like
it's
it's,
24 years right here, man, my nigga, man.
I feel like it's too, I'm a flirt. I love to talk to multiple women. And communication.
What's the air pickup line? I always want to hear.
What's my pickup line?
Yeah. What's it
man.
go to?
It's not my pickup line. Let's just tell them what they want to hear. It's not what I want to hear. I tell you what the fuck.
lying though.
Hell yeah. Fuck, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
So you tell the truth every time? Cause I know I ain't telling the truth.
What I'm gonna tell the truth
Yeah, I
for?
tell too.
Nigga lie.
Black men don't cheat, but they damn sure lie, ladies.
Like, look, like,
Black men don't lie. We don't.
wait, what I
Black
got?
men don't cheat, but
But
they
they won't
damn
cheat.
sure lie, ladies.
I ain't lied all year.
Like, before I even approach them, now, goddamn, I read them. Like, right before I step up on them. I just come up.
What's the best pickup line you ever came up with?
stealing your shit.
I'm not. You got me fucked up.
He did steal our
What's
shit
your
last
pickup line?
podcast.
Shawty come like me. Come as me.
That's not a pickup line though.
You come as
I-
Katie or Channing?
Big ass. Fuck this me.
So what's
Nah, the boys
what's
come
pickup
with
line?
Teddy.
Is
The
it?
boys come with Teddy. He come with Teddy.
Tell us your pickup line. Number one, go for it. You don't have no go.
All the time I've been on the phone with you at the
Y'all
drive-through
Cooley
line.
trying
Come
to
on.
get away
Oh
from
shit.
y'all. Hold on, no, y'all. Cooley trying to get away from telling us his flaw.
Oh, my flower. Shit, I be wanting everything to go my way.
That's control. That's the cancer in you.
Yeah, it's gonna go my way though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not lying.
Oh, damn. I ain't even look at it.
Yeah.
So that's why you want us to control it.
No, I think everything go better if I do it, cause I give people opportunity. Like I gave you opportunity to do something one day and you failed.
When?
How many times he failed?
But we ain't even going to
Man,
that.
a lot. So even today with the
I
other
know
stuff, I gave them opportunity to bring it. If I would have did it, we would have had everything right.
We would have some
But-
Doritos for our nachos.
Yeah.
and tacos.
But if you let other people do it, I don't think it'll ever go right. That's why I don't be believing when people ask me to do something, I don't believe that they'll do it right. Because I know they ain't gonna do it right.
Hold on, player. I feel offended though.
No, I'm just saying.
I really do.
I'm
Well,
just
every time
saying.
you ask me to do anything, well, except for
Everybody on this couch.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just,
Exclude 1%.
I don't be believing that everybody gonna do everything right. So that's why I be wanting to do it. Like,
You
'cause I
don't
know,
think everybody's dependable. So
Right.
one thing about it, I can count on.
You don't want to be disappointed.
yeah, and I won't disappoint myself. So.
We understand. That's a real leader, supervisor.
He getting your promotion right now.
Great. What's your flaw?
Probably just emotionless.
So you nonchalant too.
Yeah, I don't care.
Passive aggressive and it's funny. Sounds like.
Little lady?
Oh, that's like I'm trying to something very funny. Oh.
I'm speaking on Greg's passive aggressive.
Oh, what happened?
I'm just saying passive aggressive much.
Yeah, you can call it.
Okay.
See, right there was just a whole.
Yeah, that's
situation.
that evil.
I don't know. Like I guess I'll be opening up too late. Like I don't open up like my feelings. Like you know how you ain't never. You know how they be wanting to speak on like certain subjects.
You would
Or
shit hit the
whatever like
fan
that.
before you really tell your
Yeah,
emotions.
yeah.
So that's
So it's
communication.
just like one of those. Like,
So you lack communication.
Yeah, I do that a lot.
I think I do too.
Cause
Yeah,
I wouldn't never talk no type of shit just to be like, oh yeah, you talk about your feelings. Cause I was always a shy ass person anyway. So it take me a minute to open up to people anyway. Cause I gotta sit back, read you and all this other type of shit before I even talk to you, give you conversation, anything. But
And people be trying to take business too. If you
Yeah.
talk to them, then they go back and talk, oh, you, what's the name going through all this shit.
yeah,
And you
yeah.
tell your business,
That's why it's so
everybody
good
knows
not to be engaged in
I feel
conversation like that.
I feel like all
You
the
sit back and
attributes-
look and peep and watch.
all the negative attributes we all spoke about, I feel like everybody goes through the same thing. It's just stages. I feel like everybody got the same thing, it's just stages
For
of
sure.
growing out of it.
Or that person that they gonna bring you out of it.
That type of situation with a person. And that detail.
It just depends. Yeah, it do depend on the person.
But if it's the same thing with every relationship,
You
then
gotta
You gotta
Yeah, you
feel
gotta
it
change
yourself.
something, yeah.
I'm not smart always. Like, I ain't never.
And
You never gonna get a lot of
At least you
energy.
know it.
I was gonna say, but you can acknowledge it and you know and say, okay, so yeah, I'm
For the
not
right one, you'll come
much
up and
of a
shit.
reaction.
Wait,
Like, I'm chilling.
What if he meet the same girl that don't bring her out on it?
Then they won't
It ain't his fault that they keep coming out.
Yeah, but they
But
won't.
if you are
would
what
you
you
with a
attract.
would you and a nonchalant person work? Could you be in a relationship with a woman who had the same nonchalant attitude as yourself?
Shit, I guess so. It probably me with my ex-girlfriend. She was like, she had a lot of energy, but she was nonchalant at times too, especially towards the end. But that's what it is.
The end, it was the end. Then she was
She
not.
was checking out.
Yeah.
But that's a different thing. That's a
Different.
meaning behind that. We just talking about relationship.
So for the duration of the relationship, like let's say from beginning to
During
the
the good
end,
times and
she
everything.
had that same just blah attitude. Do you think you would have been?
Probably not. But I mean, I'm not like emotionless. I don't like stress. That's why I ain't got no girlfriend now. I ain't chasing nobody. I ain't doing none of that extra shit because I don't like to be stressed. I like to be
Stress free.
Yeah, I be stressed out.
And so, like,
Cooley, you fly from state to state, city to city, to you know.
I just be visiting the world.
You should
we
have
all-
been Ludacris video back in the day.
404 and 212 and 778 and 7, you know, that song. I don't even know how they went with area codes, but yeah, you should be on it.
yeah, That's the reason why I wouldn't chase. That's why I don't chase no more, because like shit.
There's too many women out here.
Too many and you
We in Atlanta.
You burn your energy.
Different area code.
Oh.
So you rather fuck with somebody in state?
I got it's coming back to me, Shannon. It's coming to my mind. Oh shit, I gotta call you shit.
You said in state or out of state?
What's your
Like
preference?
you rather fuck with girls in state or out of state?
Out of state.
I think out of state because the women outside of Georgia, that I miss, the women outside of Georgia tend to like have more business. Cause I think the women in Georgia, if you really, if I mess with a woman outside of Georgia, she gotta be having some type of business. Cause so I know nurses and doctors and all this other stuff, they making more money.
Save yourself, man.
Women I know from Atlanta that I've had sex with tend to need my money more than, cause they ain't making that much money. But out of state women don't really need it, cause they have money. So that's why I'm not messing with women who work like normal jobs.
What's a normal job?
Like in Walmart and all this stuff, because you're a supervisor though.
No, that's assistant manager.
Yeah, I'm saying he a supervisor. That don't really count. I'm talking about like the clerk. When you push them carts.
But I'm saying they can grow to that. I started off as a
Yeah, I'm a
I'm
supervisor,
30.
but
I
I
ain't
definitely gotta goddamn push a car and take out some trash
You gotta do
sometimes.
everything.
Clean the
No.
bathroom.
It's your preferences versus your
right.
preferences out there versus your preferences
And
here.
I'm 30. I ain't trying to be with nobody who gonna grow at their job. You need to already be making some good money.
And there's women in Georgia that do that too.
I don't know any.
Because your preference
I don't mess with any. I don't mess with any.
We know that because you
That's
got
You just stay inside the city, just go in the city, you'll find
No, it's just what I like.
Thank you.
You like what you like. You like what you like.
Thank
I'm
you.
not.
But I'm a woman in Atlanta with a job.
I never had sex with you. That's what I'm saying.
Touche.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
he did say that part.
Yep.
If I'm messing with you, I ain't trying to meet no woman that's growing right now. I'm 30.
I'm growing.
So you want a woman that's established.
Yes,
And you don't think none of them in Georgia.
I ain't mess with one.
You need to go outside.
That's
your
what I'm
comfort
saying.
zone.
That's
We ain't messing with one because Cooley
right.
like
That's what I'm saying.
He like the hoes in Atlanta and the women in other states.
Yes.
Oh, okay, that makes
You
sense.
should have just said that, Cooley.
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you what I like.
You should have just
Okay,
said
yeah,
like you
it
should
could've
have
been
just.
put in so
I'm
many
just
simple
saying,
words.
Cooley. I'm just saying, Cooley. You could have
Hypothetically.
said you
Hypothetically.
don't like the women in Atlanta. You like the hoes in Atlanta and the women in other states.
No, but
Cooley said.
women
you
said
coulda
the same way I
that.
said
That's
it.
what
But
I'm saying.
it's a problem when I said it. You ain't fuck with no broke nigga. Are you?
No.
I'm saying the same
But I
thing.
have fucked with a broke nigga.
But she
You
didn't say
have-
that though in those words.
Hey.
I'm fucking with a broke nigga.
I
You
have
trying to
fucked
tell
with a
her
broke
around the
woman.
word.
What I'm saying is,
What
I
you
ain't
say,
trying
Greg?
to be with a woman that's trying to
Just say
do
it.
her job right now.
So you don't want to fuck with no broke hoe.
No.
You don't want to fuck with no broke nigga.
Yeah.
So just say it. I don't want no broke
That's what
hoe.
I'm saying.
You not saying that though.
That's exactly what I was saying. Women
Say
just
it, though.
You wanna hear
That's
the
what we
word.
like.
We
You
want to
understood.
hear you say that though. I
So the
don't
broke
want no
hoes can
broke hoe.
understand that. Cause you tap on the
You
right,
gotta
they gonna
talk
still
to them
think
at
it's
that
all
level. You
Like,
gotta
talk
come to
to
that
'em.
level.
They gonna think it's still a
They don't
chance
be
out there.
knowing they be broke, really. I don't think so. Okay.
Bro, I'm
The
dealing with
way,
one right now.
the way they talk on Facebook, oh, these niggas supposed to be doing all this shit for
That
paying
shit
our bills, but you
crazy.
broke. How you gonna want me to do something you can't even do? They don't know they broke.
Crazy.
They do it though.
They gonna be mad now 'cause they listen.
Yeah, the truth though.
They gonna be
They gonna be
mad.
mad.
They say this to us all the time. They
Yeah,
listen to
they
city
do.
girls. I ain't fucking
Yep.
with no broke niggas and all this shit and this
And they bring
But
the
you
shit to
ain't
the
no
table.
broke nigga, so they ain't talking about you.
They are.
Why
I'm
you
broke
feeling
right
hate?
now. It's Christmas time.
Taylor got that one.
Mhm.
Damn.
She got the
Alright, y'all, we gonna go on and close it out. Well, this was a check it. Oh, shit. Damn. Sorry, y'all.
We all know Cooley's
He
gonna
was
use
all
that.
upset.
You know he's gonna use it.
Cooley's gonna leave that in, and I'm gonna be very upset, guys. What the fuck ever.
We do represent Nike. We do like Nike. Okay. Yeah.
Alright, y'all, that was the close of the check. Oh, shit. What the fuck
Oh,
am I
goddamn.
saying? What is it?
That's
What's
like,
this
yeah,
check?
that's too small
That's a
time.
check coming.
That takes a long time.
That's a check coming. It gotta be a check coming, y'all.